Hello guys, this is Craig Smith with Craigtrader. Thank you for tuning in again for another episode of the Craigtrader vlog. And I just want to let you know, give you a shout out. Thank you, appreciate you for tuning in to my channel, for liking, subscribing, telling others about it. Really appreciate it as we're on this journey of building wealth together. I just want to say kudos to all of you guys that are giving me comments, giving me some questions. And I'll start addressing a lot of those questions that you give me or comments that you make. I'll start addressing them on the platform as I'm making these video blogs. So I appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in. Before we get started, I'd really like you to hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to make sure you get notified of all the videos that I make in the future, and also share it with others. Share with your friends, family, those that want to be successful at investing in the stock market, those that want more information, and those that just want to become better investors. We've been having a really crazy week this past week. As you know, you heard about this Reddit rebellion and the things going on with GameStop, AMC Entertainment stock, Nokia, those different symbols, GME, AMC, NOK. Well, this group called Reddit or Wall Street Bets basically went after real hard the last couple of weeks the hedge funds and basically Wall Street. I frankly I'm very much in support of it, because the hedge funds, Wall Street, the central banks, the bankers, they've always been getting over on us basically through different investments, paying you out very little interest, the whole gamut. And because these people have figured out a way to basically beat them at their own game by going against these people who have shorted different companies. They basically went in, invested in the companies, pushed the stock higher, ran the people or these billionaires who shorted them, those particular stocks, ran them out of the shorts, cost them billions of dollars. So I think that's great. I think it's making a statement. I think it's letting people know, institutions know, that we the people really have the power. You just have to invest. You have to put your money to work. You have to make your dollars vote for you. And when you're in the stock market, you're really truly voting on what you believe in, and you're profiting from it. So you're not beholden to anyone. No one can hold you back. Only you can hold you back when it comes to investments and in the stock market. So continue to do your due diligence. Once again, I just want everybody to know I'm not a financial advisor. These are not considered recommendations. Everybody invests at their own risk. But I have to say also that the stocks that I buy and that I'm showing you all what I buy have been successful investments, and they're doing really, really very well for me. And as we get into this, just last week when I told you all what I was buying, GE Fuel Cell, which is F Cell, and Jamia and Riot Technologies, where I just wanted to kind of go over some of that thing. And so this is kind of my segment I call Stocks to Buy. Last week we talked about what? General Electric. We'll talk about what that has done this week. Fuel Cell Technologies, symbol F Cell. Jamia Technologies, one of my favorites, JMIA. And I gave this stock alert bonus, Riot Blockchain, RIOT. These remain some very key central stocks in my portfolio, doing very well. Even though we had a choppy market last week, the particular stocks, I just want to go over what they have done since I was talking about them last week. So basically, GE is down 3.14% for the week. No big deal. As I said, no stock, no market continues to rise all the time. And if it does, something's very wrong. You have to have pullbacks. You have to have corrections. Don't panic. I noticed that people in the different feeds and on social media, they panic because they're so used to a bull market going up. Well, that's unusual when it goes up so long, so far. Usually when that happens, it's prone to have even a deeper correction. So that's no problem. That's part of the stock market game. That's part of the investment. You'll learn. Just stick with it. Continue to invest, and you'll get better at it, and you'll master it. Fuel Cell Technologies FCell returned 20.74% last week. So in a choppy market where the stock market was flat, I think it ended up down a little bit. The general market, the S&P 500, the Dow. FCell did a 20.74% return for last week. Jumia did a 2.57% return last week. Riot did a 3.27% return last week. Those are phenomenal returns. The average return on just those 4 stocks, and that's not all the stocks I have in my portfolio, but just sharing those with you, letting you know those particular 4, even if you made that your core fund, and I'm not saying you should, it's up to everybody to do their own research and due diligence, but that returned 5.86% in 1 week. Now, the banks are not even paying you 5.86% for a whole year. This portfolio did that in 1 week. If we look at it on a monthly basis, that would be 20%, basically 21%, or somewhere thereabouts, for a month. So you're talking about a 30-day return of 20-something%. It's phenomenal. I don't know where you're going to get that, but the stock market to me is the best business to be in, bar none, of any business, if you can master it, because or maybe secondary business. Some of you may be making a lot of cash flow somewhere, but if you concentrate on investing that money in the stock market, even as a secondary business, you'll have great returns. You'll have your money creating more money, and it's very liquid. It's not like you have to. It's not like you'll have to liquidate some kind of. I'm sorry. It's not like you'll have to liquidate the your particular your particular inventory or anything like that, or if you have something, your construction materials or inventory or whatever kind of business you may be in, you have to usually liquidate or sell a product to receive an income. With this, you're basically just investing. You're monitoring your trades. You're letting your money increase. And if you need to get out, you can get out right away. As long as the market is open, you can sell, get out right away, convert that to cash, and put it into some other investment that's going up. And that's what I do as a trader. I have a core portfolio, but I don't fall in love with stocks. I don't fall in love with investments. The best investment to fall in love with is the one that's making you profit. As an investor, you should know that. Our number one rule, our number one goal as investors is to make a profit, make money. That's what it's about, and that's what we do, and I think we're doing pretty well. So basically, as we also are going into this, I wanted to talk some about how to hedge your investments. Since we had a choppy week, the market was down some, there are ways that you can invest in different particular stocks or ETFs that will help hedge or limit your losses, or limit your decrease in your portfolio. And a lot of places, a lot of people don't talk about this, but you can invest in different securities, which I do have some, and also silver is poised to actually go up this week. I think the Reddit crowd and some of the other people are hitting the silver market, and they're investing in that. They're continuing causing that to go up this week. It's poised to go up, I think, 10% pre-market. This is before the market opens when I recorded this on Monday. It's poised to actually go up, I think, at least 10% just for today. So we'll see what happens in the markets. I'll give another report on it later. But these are some bonus tools, stock bonus tools. SLV, SIL, and SDOW, SDOW. Well, what are those? I'm going to go over those real quick, briefly. SLV is a silver ETF. It basically tracks the silver market, or the price of silver, physical silver. Whereas you don't have to go out and buy physical silver, you can invest in SLV, and that'll be just like investing in physical silver. And so basically you'll get the return of silver, without actually physically holding it. This is a very good ETF. I invest in it. Generally, precious metals like silver, gold are good hedges against inflation, good hedges against the market going down. Basically, it's very protective of your wealth. So that's why some people even have large amounts of gold or silver, because it's a good protector of wealth and a good preserver of wealth. The SIL, that's actually a ETF of silver miners. And so sometimes the mining companies' stocks go up a little bit more than actually the actual precious metal price itself. And so you may want to add a mix in there. Sometimes people go with just the SLV. I like to diversify, and I like to keep track of what things are doing. So I may have a certain amount of shares in SLV, certain amount of shares in SIL. Then I'll track to see what the returns are coming in off of each of those, and then you kind of give you a gauge of which one is doing better or how they're doing. SDOW is actually tracks the the Dow 30 index, and as the Dow 30 goes down, SDOW actually goes up. So, and I think it's leveraged 3 times the amount. So, say if the Dow goes down 1%, this generally will go up about 3%. So, it's an excellent way to, even if the market is correcting or crashing, or say if we're going into a bear market, this is one of the ways you can make money on the stock market, even if the market is going down. So I think these are some excellent tools, excellent tips. You hear the Fed Chair Jerome Powell talk about they have tools in the toolkit for the economy, for the financial markets, things like that. Well, we as stock investors and traders, you have to have tools in your toolkit or your toolbox to be able to handle the market in any situation. And that's what I try to do. And part of my mission here on these video blogs is to share with you that different information that I know that can help you become a better investor, help you not make the same mistakes in the market that I have. I had to learn from a whole lot of mistakes. We're all going to make mistakes. Guess what? You're in the stock market. You're going to win some. You're going to lose some. But our goal is to win way, way, way more than we ever lose. And that's what a successful investor does. As we get ready to go, I wanted to give you a bonus stock that it's a speculative stock that I'm invested in. It's a cannabis company. It's called Herb. I mean, it's called American Green, but the stock symbol is Herb. And now, this just came to mind, so I'm gonna write the stock symbol down. It's not available on all the platforms, so I don't think you can buy it on Robinhood or anything like that. But through Fidelity, E-Trade, some of the major accounts, stock symbol ERBB. Once again, it's not a recommendation. I'm just telling you what I'm involved in buying. And as the cannabis market heats up, gets more and closer toward legalization in the United States, I believe the stock has great potential. It's very cheap. You can buy thousands of shares for $50, $100, stuff like that. It's just extremely cheap. If this stock goes to $1, I mean, I'll hit this will be a big home run for me and for others that are invested in it. So I like that stock. I like also when it comes to the cannabis companies, there's an ETF that I'm invested in, POTX. So ERBB for the penny stock people. That's what we call it, considered a penny stock. Great potential to grow. And POTX is an ETF with different marijuana or cannabis companies in it. Very good companies. I think they're going to do tremendously well, and I'm just excited about it. So before we go, once again, like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Share with others. Let other people know about the Craigtrader blog. And before we go, I just want to, again, thank you for subscribing, continuing to grow the subscriber base. I want to get our subscriber base up even more. Let people know they can build their own wealth. They can control their own financial future. They don't have to be beholden to any companies, jobs. These places are not loyal to you. Our whole education system is terrible. It's really screwed up when it comes to finances because we weren't taught these things in school. We weren't taught how to build wealth. They'll teach you, they'll send you a credit card without having you educated on it and things like that. But you didn't learn personal finance. You didn't learn how to invest in the stock market growing up in school. And so you basically are beholden to money managers to try to guide you and shift you into certain things that, of course, benefit them way more than they benefit you. It's very much better that you know. There's a scripture that says, "My people perish for a lack of knowledge." If you don't have knowledge of what you're doing, that is a key piece in learning and accumulating wealth, is having the knowledge to do so. So I just want to thank you guys again for tuning in. Just remember, you can't win the game if you're not in the game. Also, stay blessed, stay focused, stay positive. See you soon.